Welcome to this guide on how to use the Oxford College of Marketing's Blackboard learning system. So Blackboard is the web-based home for all your studying material with the Oxford College of Marketing, and it holds all your essential course instructions, including timetables, reading lists, CIM information, and any room details if you're studying with us for any part-time evening, weekend or revision sessions. But the most important aspect is that it contains all your learning materials, including lecture slides, reading material, and session outlines, etc. You need to be accessing Blackboard very regularly, at least once a week, to ensure that you pick up messages and any content additions. But you can also submit homework via Blackboard, email your colleagues, and also contribute to any discussions. So once you've logged in, you need to make sure you're on the My College tab, and once you've clicked on that tab, you will have 3 boxes outlined here. Any modules that you've been enrolled in will be featured under My Courses. Any announcements or messages that are for you related to your course will be in the My Announcements section, which is here. You'll also notice in this section there are a variety of tools that you can utilise, including the calendar functionality, which can be a personal calendar or perhaps also utilised by tutors. Similarly with the tasks as well, which could be set by yourself or by tutors. You can send emails, look up users, fellow students and tutors within the user directory and address book. And this button here, the personal information, this allows you to edit the personal information that other students see about you and also update any details such as your email address. So first of all, let's look under the My Courses section. And the most important area that you look at when you first access Blackboard is the OCOM Induction and General Information section. This is where you can find a plethora of information about the college, the CIM and your assessments. Once this page is loaded, you can use the navigation bar on the left-hand side to navigate your way through this particular course. This section provides you with a whole load of information that's required for your studies. For example, in this section here, this section provides you a guide to who does what at the Oxford College of Marketing, so if you ever need to contact anyone, this is the first place you should look. There's some information here about the CIM in terms of joining the CIM, and also information about accessing their resources such as the library and the online library. This is very important to look at, and there are some excellent resources that are available to you as a CIM member, so it's worth looking in this section. The majority of the assessments that the CIM have for their various modules and courses are undertaken through assignments. So this section here, assignments, is very important. This section provides you with guidance on the assignment, the timetables that the college works to for submitting assignments. These are all outlined in this section here. There's some information regarding to not only joining the CIM but booking your CIM assessments, which is as a student your responsibility. There's also some helpful sections here in terms of report writing, tips on writing reports. When you actually come to write your assignment and finally submit your assignment, this section here, final assignment submission information, is very important. This section provides you with all the documentation that you need to submit your work, including guidance perhaps in terms of format for electronic copies, for example. And also within this section here, there are checklists for your final submission, which allow you to make sure that you've completed your assessment to the CIM rules and regulations. And these are broken down not only by module but also by individual course as well. You can also find information within this section about the books that are required for your various modules and courses. Anytime you want to go back in Blackboard, you can just hit the back button. As you can see, not only the books are listed here, but there's also information for distance learners, including how to contact the support team, details about the lecture centres, a schedule for any webinars that are taking place, information about exams and exam centres too. And finally, if you want to know a little bit about the staff, there's a section that outlines a little bit of history and bibliography about your staff. So if we click back onto My College, and now looking mainly at the courses which you've been enrolled with. So if we click on this course here, this takes you into the module itself and will immediately provide you with any announcements that relate to this particular module and anything that you need to be aware of. These announcements will stay there for at least 7 days. Again, looking at the navigation on the left hand side, you can start with the basic course information. This provides you with all the practical aspects of your module in terms of how perhaps the module is split, the learning aspects that you'll be expected to study towards, and also the various units as well as a copy of the syllabus which you can download, and all the reading materials as well. The most important section perhaps though within your module is the course materials. Each session is broken down into its own individual folder. So if we first click on session 1, here you'll find an introduction and also the key learning points for each session. The learning materials are then outlined. You'll have PowerPoint slides that you can download, as well as podcasts and also any book references as well. Extra resources are often provided in terms of articles or interesting websites, and an area where you can test your understanding, which allows you to submit homework. You can simply download any file you like by clicking on the link, either opening or saving to your desktop. There are also other links that are available within each session, including videos, webinars. The webinars section, which I've just clicked on, outlines any up and coming webinars that you can participate in for this particular module, as well as listing any old recordings of webinars which still might be of interest to you, such as assignment briefing webinars. There's also information about the assignment for that particular module, again using the navigation on the left hand side. There's some general guidance and the various assignment papers depending on what assignment board you're working towards. The CIM examiner's reports are also within each module navigation bar as well, and these are really important to look at, because the CIM examiner reports outlines any weaknesses perhaps in previous papers, so providing some tips on how you can perhaps improve your own work and learn from perhaps students' past mistakes. And finally, this section here is your communications section, which allows you to email tutors or other students. You can set up discussions within the discussion board section. So if we just click on that, you can see how easy it is to start or perhaps respond to any discussions that are going on within your module at that particular time. And any time you want to go back to the beginning, you just click on My College. I hope you found this useful. This concludes this brief introduction to the Oxford College of Marketing's Blackboard system. Thank you. Bye-bye.